This playthrough is rated E for everyone. Did you ever want to know where it all began with the Sherlock games? Well, let's play the beginning. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another new game from my library, and this time it's Sherlock Holmes, The Mystery of the Mummy, produced and published and created by Frogwares Games back in 2002 for the PC. And if you played this on the DS version, it was like the Adventure Company published it or whatever. So obviously this isn't the first Sherlock Holmes game. Some of the earliest ones were like on the old PC, Commodore, stuff like that back in the day. This is the first of the Frogware series of Sherlock Holmes. And Frogware has been doing Sherlock Holmes games for, nigh on 20 years? I mean, obviously not back to back, but over the course, that's a good deal of their catalog is Sherlock Holmes games. Some of them have been good, some of them have been not so good. Some of the later ones have been kind of a hit or miss for me personally. But and this one, unfortunately, is one of the hit or miss ones, depending on how you view things. This one's one of their lower weighted ones overall, but I thought I'd play it anyway for it to be the first. Let's fix the camera a little bit here by modifying my my screen to make it full size. So this game is very buggy in terms of how to getting it to work on modern systems. So I had to really, well, I didn't have to do too much to fix this thing, but it was a little bit of a chore to fix it. So for those of you who are playing this on the newer consoles and want to play it on Steam, and on Steam, this is the version I'm playing, by the way. It's actually free, so there's no reason not to play it if you don't want to. Just look up Mystery of the Mummy or Sherlock Holmes Mystery of the Mummy, and you can play it for free. And you can play it. You can also play it on the DS, and the DS version is a bit more polished in terms of getting it to work, but it's still the same quality of it. So before we actually play the game, I'm going to show you how to actually do this. So just go into the way I looked it up was the Steam community. This is the real mouse fix. So if you start the game off, it'll do some weird inverted thing, or the mouse won't work. It'll skip and jolt, and you can't move it further to a point. So the reason for that is because of the way that the DXW system works. That's how the game is presented. That's the program that they use. Steam used an old version of it, and other versions, it's depending if you're not using the Steam version, it's because of how its compatibility runs. I've heard if you switch it to XP Service 3, that sometimes fixes some of the mouse issues and crashing and cutscene problems. But for this version, all you need to do is download a newer version of DXW, and there's a source forge, which don't worry, there's no viruses or anything like that on it. You download it for free, and what you do is you put it into the game file. So this is the Sherlock Holmes game file right here from Steam apps. You can access it from the Steam page right here. I'll show you. So if you go to Steam and you go to browse, if you go to manage, you can browse local files, and that'll pop up this. So this version here is the old file, as you can see here, the old build. So what we want to do is we want to download the file, put it into this file, click on it, and then we want to access the program by starting DXW, the new version. Also, make sure to take the DD draw and DXWED files and modify them a bit. Put a 2 or something in front of them, just so this new file does not pick up these versions of the files, because that's what's breaking it. So anyway, start the file there. Sherlock Holmes is not originally going to be there. What you want to do is you want to import the DXWND file, and it will pop up this game here. And then what you want to do is also modify it and put the path. You see the name of the game there. You want to put the path. The path originally would be game.exe, but we want a path to be the game program, which is we back out here. This is the game program. You want to import this. You want to change the path to this when you do that. Also, on the video or mouse, you may want to make some slight adjustments to fix it. I had to invert the axes, and that seemed to work. And also keep the cursor in the window and keep cursor fixed also seemed to fix the mouse issue. So this makes it to where the game will play and all the bugs of the game will be fixed. Also, make sure this program is active when you start the game. Otherwise, it'll use its base WXWIND file. So, just for those who are curious, yeah, I know I could have put this as a a pre-episode or whatever to start the game. But like I said, there's really no major like intro to this thing. I mean, there will be when I start the game. And yeah, as you can tell, there's a bit of a, you can barely read this thing. So you can go to options, you can change filtering, you can show your notes, you can load, save, you can look at the credits, and quit the game. And the quit game just blanks the game out. So, all right, well, let's start this game and see what Frogware's first endeavor into the Sherlock Holmes, their own mythos, because they take what they've gotten from the books, but then they add their own stuff to make it their own. Because at this point, Sherlock Holmes has been public domain for quite a few years. That's why you can see Sherlock Holmes games, movies, whatever from different people trying to add to the mythos. That's why it's kind of hard if you're trying to do pure Sherlock Holmes. Obviously, you just read the Arthur Conan Doyle stuff, and if you read anything else, take it with a grain of salt or alternate world, or just a what if you want to, read other stories about this guy. So. Anyway, let's start a game and let's see how awesome this game is back from 2002.
Dear Sherlock Holmes, thank you so much for your interest in this affair. Finally, I've found some peace after knowing that the matter of the disappearance of my father, Lord Montcalfe, 6 months ago, is now being investigated by you, my saviour. I know that you will find the truth, and you will tell me exactly what happened to my father. Yours sincerely, your devoted future cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. P.S. Please, I beg you to keep this business a secret. I really don't want your dear cousin Andrew, whom I'm going to marry very soon, to find out about it.
It is very fortunate that Watson is away. I'll be able to make inquiry and keep it secret as my cousin wished. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I suppose. Here is a letter for you from your cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. Thank you very much. Good luck, Mr. Holmes. So it is the manor of Lord Montcalfe. It seems no one is at home. I'll try to find evidence proving his death and report them to my cousin Elizabeth.
Okay, first of all, I don't believe Sherlock Holmes had a cousin. I know of his brother Mycroft, and Mycroft didn't get married, at least not as far as the series went anyway. But whatever, fictional world, and like I said, public domain, you can do whatever you want, and it's just the basis of the story. So the way the game works is that you have your main. It's pretty simple. You got 360-degree vision here. So what we can do is if you can. Do anything, it'll show like a hand to click on a certain location, and you go to that location. You can also move the screen left to right. Hopefully you don't get motion sickness like I do. This is why I wanted to fix the mouse angle and make sure to full screen my system. Oh, by the way, in the DWX, I actually had to modify how big I could make the screen, because the screen I use is like 2560 by like 1440 or whatever. So you have to manually do that in the DXW program to do that. If not, it would be like a really tiny screen. And by using the more updated version of it, you can actually get the cutscenes to work. Because if you don't use the updated version, the screen's blacked out and you can't see anything unless you leave it its original, like 1084 by 744 or something like that. So anyway, let's see what we got here. So this bag here is our items we can utilize over the course of the game. This is our like menu and stuff like that. So I don't want to. We can go back, we can save, load, options, and notes. Let's take a look at the letters we got. So this is what we just got from our new cousin, or she's going to be our new cousin after all of this. So, and then here's a letter we just got about her. Dear Sherlock Holmes, I deeply regret that I cannot give you the key to the manor. I don't believe that such an obstacle will stop you, but I'm ashamed to ask you to force the home of my father. I fear that the manor is full of traps, as my father lost his mental health 5 months before he disappeared. Be cautious. Our happiness depends on your success. Your humble and grateful cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. What? What is this, a Resident Evil game or something all of a sudden? Almost. With traps being everywhere? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, it's a Sherlock Holmes game, so you can also make look at the notes in the game here. This is when the character talks, so you can refer back to this whenever, if you don't want to write pen and paper, this game will have his references on there. And actually, it actually says whatever date you played the game at. So this is this is the date I'm currently playing at. This might get published later, but I usually play games ahead of time.
I should read the letter from Elizabeth again.
Okay, I already did that, dude. So anyway, yeah, we just need to look around, and yeah, if anything can be interacted with, there'll be a hand here. Okay, so we got ourselves our first puzzle by clicking on this thing. However, I know what the solution is, but we're going to pretend we don't understand what this actually means. So we got OK, MK, NK, and LD. So
the answer to this conundrum must be somewhere in this room.
So we must look around to find our... Can we leave?
I'll solve that case before leaving.
He's like, nope, I'm not leaving yet. Hold on a second. We're not done yet. Yeah, I can't check the other one, so... Alright, take a look around. Looks like we got a bunch of sarcophaguses. So the Old Kingdom, 2700 to 2200. Okay. Yeah, it won't let me interact with it, so... Alright, let's back up. You know, there's just something about these old games that has like an interesting aesthetic to them. Yeah, they're definitely outdated, for sure. But I don't know, just something about this old style and the way the game plays and how to figure it out. Just... I don't know, it definitely appeals to me. Maybe because I grew up with these types of games, so maybe not for most modern people. And I understand that. If you don't want to play this game, or if you don't like this game, well then I understand completely. Alright, sorry, for some reason, sometimes the mouse won't let me go this way. It might be, like I said, it's not perfect. Anyway, we got late dynastic period, 664-332. But since we can't click on it, seems like it's probably nothing important. Let's see, New Kingdom, 1550 to 1069 BC.
Incredible, it is a real museum.
It's real, huh? Well, real is in, like, for the private sector, I guess. Let's see. Middle Kingdom, 2033 to 1650 BC. Okay. 19th century, that should be 19th, isn't it? Because XIX. But anyway. Dynasty, 1279 to 1213 DC. It's been forever since I've studied my Roman numerals, so... I still remember the bits of it, but like I said, it's been forever, so...
I need a key to open that door.
Yeah, that's what we need to do to get to the next objective, so let's see if we can go up the stairs. Alright, up the stairs we go. Going up the stairs and going down the stairs. Going up the stairs.
I'll go upstairs later.
Okay, so we're not doing that yet. So... Yeah, I gotta reset. Yeah, for some reason sometimes the game won't. So we've checked all our stuff here. So remember, yeah, how it said like... See, OK, MK, NK, and LD. So that's the
answer to this conundrum must be somewhere in this room.
So that one was NK, as you can see there. So the way we're supposed to do it is it could either be this number or this number. This is one of those games where the numbers indicate the puzzle. It's not guessed between those two arrows. It's one of the two. So if we go over to MK, as you can see, same thing. There's two numbers here, 2033 to 1650. The dynasty there, and so forth and so on. So we've got we've seen everything we can. So we've got our numbers. So the number is based off the final is 22, 1650. Let's see, 10. 69, and then, whoops, 332.
It is obvious.
Was it obvious? Well, I've played adventure games before, so I get the gist of like how you're supposed to read it. So if you're not a player of that type of thing, you just have to kind of like pay attention to. At least this isn't like older adventure games and puzzle games were a lot more strict when it came to like how you solve puzzles. But if it's a good adventure game, it'll somewhere along the line give you a description or something along the lines to indicate how you're supposed to solve the puzzle. But anyway, let me go ahead. Oh, looks like my mouse is going a little wonky there, so you'll have to give me a second while I reset it. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, even though I did the bug fixes for this is still not a perfect setup, so you'll have to forgive me. But anyway, let's grab the key. So we now have the key to the door. So, alright, let's go to that door. He said it was locked.
I need a key to open that door.
So highlight the key. in our inventory. Click
Unlocked.
it, and inside we go. Okay, now we got a new room. So that's the first puzzle done, but we've got many more to go. So if you know what you're doing in this game, you can beat this game in like an hour and 30 minutes. Obviously, I'm taking my time just to take in the atmosphere as well as just talk about things in general. So that's why it's a let's play and not like a walkthrough. If it was a walkthrough, I would do this without talking and just upload me finishing it as quickly as possible. But we aren't doing that. So it looks like that's the sarcophagus, or one of many.
This is the mummy of Kai-Peseth, priest of Aton. I didn't know that Lord Montcalfe had such archaeological treasures at home. This is the mummy of
right.
Kai-Peseth,
Peter
priest of
saying.
Aton. I didn't know that Lord Montcalfe had such archaeological treasures at home.
Yeah, probably stole them from whatever land, you know.
All these pieces must have been taken from the tomb of the priest.
Yeah, I can see he probably wouldn't be very happy if he found out that his stuff is being taken. Also, I forgot to check something here. There is, yeah, something hidden in the pots. Yeah, this is one of those games you need to pay attention to. If you can click into the area, make sure to double check, see if your hand can interact with anything. At least it's not like old games back in the 90s where you had to pixel hunt. So not so bad as that, but there are some times where you might miss something by accident. But anyway, we grabbed something here. What is this? A seal, huh? Alright, remember that for later. Almost forgot about that, actually. Okay, now we can go back into the room. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got. Look at all these pieces, man. Taking from the... Yeah, sometimes I have to go like back and forth between my camera or a mouse to reset the even with all the fixes I've done for it, so... Oops. Now, I like the music for this place. You know, it's got the Egyptian kind of theme going on there. I like how that's going.
Here is the famous curse of the Kai-Peseth mummy.
I wonder if the curses are real. Well, in Sherlock Holmes, until like later on, with certain actually, Frogwares games actually delve into the mystic at one point. In the original books, it never went to that. It was always someone was doing something or messing with something to cause it to be true, but
It's
actually
illegible.
okay. All right. Let's see. We need to go this way. Oh, let me back up this way. Okay, let's see. Almost missed that one. So, yeah, you viewers probably saw it before I did. So, alright, there's another seal. But for those who don't know, this is the... I mean, I don't know if the game straight up says it. It probably does if I click it on... Huh. Well, okay, let me put that back. So, this is the seal of Anubis. You can tell by the kind of the head there. This is the seal of... I believe it's Thought. Be gone, Thought! Yeah, this is before that, so... maybe I shouldn't have said that in a game like this. Oh well, whatever. It's funny. I laughed. Hee hee ha ha. So, alright. Okay, let me go back over to the mummy. There should be something we can interact with here. Now I just gotta find it. Go back here. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. The tool bag. Okay, what do we got inside here? Okay, we got...
These tools might be helpful.
Grab those. Crapple things there. Alright, let's see. Got a oil flask, or oil can. Oil flask. A hammer with a lever. With a lever? What? Okay. And a screwdriver. Well, those are pretty useful items, so... Okay. Let's go over here. Let's see, there should be... There it is. Yeah, another... Okay, maybe there was a bit of pixelating there. But we got a tie pin there as well. Okay. Looks like we got quite a few things, but we need to, let's go in here.
Again, a room full of Egyptian relics. Does Lord Montcalfe have a big collection?
I guess he does. What, he just go to Egypt and just take everything without even asking? He's like, here, I'm going to steal all this to take it back to Britain. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that happened quite a bit, so. I mean, at least we got to see the things, but at what cost? At what cost? Well, we're not here to, like, you know, argue that type of thing. We're just here to enjoy the game, so. Yeah, it looks like a lot of little different pieces we can look at, but can't actually interact with, so. Okay. And more Anubis dog statues there. Ooh, hello. Another symbol. This is a seal of a spider. A legion of spiders. I believe that's Cellcat, if I recall. Or, yeah, I think so. I could be wrong.
It must be a knife for sacrifices.
Does it have blood on it? I hope it's not Chris's blood. Yeah, look at this place. Funny we're not in Egypt, but you know, it feels like we're in Egypt.
This is the statue of Amenophis.
I'll admit my my Egyptian history and like pharaohs is a bit minimal. The last time I went to a museum with pharaohs and stuff like that was back in like the 90s. It was like in Houston or something like that.
It's well protected. Is there a mummy inside?
Well, there's no daddy inside, so you know. Anyway. Okay, let's, whoops, come on, let's reset. Oh, hello, what's this?
A piece of bandage. Somebody is wounded, or...
Do I feel some Scooby-Doo situation going on here? I don't know. Looks like we've got a bunch of Egyptian pictures. Oh, there's the Sphinx or whatever.
This child is Elizabeth Montcalfe. Why is such a nice photo hidden?
Oh, she looks quite lovely, actually. I like the explorer's look. Oh, that's the, yeah, it goes into our notes, so remember that for later. All right, anything else we can interact with right now? I probably went a little bit ahead for checking that thing, but that's fine. Okay, back out of the room. Okay, let's go back the way we came for now. Okay, and then we want to go to the other door. Let's see. Yeah, I like the atmosphere of this place. It does actually look like a museum, but obviously a crazy rich person museum, you know. Yeah, at least even if I can't go to see these like exhibits in most museums anymore, I can at least you know, interact with them here, you know, get something close to it. Ooh, we can move the thing. Let's see what that says.
Lock is old. I can simply break it.
Oh, well, if we can just break it, we could probably use a screwdriver on it, so why not? Let's take that. Yeah, there was a little symbol with like a wrench on it. That meant I, Ooh. Oh, wait, there was a key in there. Well, no, sorry, that was a piece of bandage. Here it is. Key. Yes, it's a generic key. We don't know what it actually does. We just know that it does it. So, okay. Okay, so we got that. Alright, anything else in here? Oops. Yeah, sometimes I have to go back and forth to reset the,
Nice statue.
Oh, you're too kind. Yeah, I can't really make fun of the guy who does Holmes' voice, you know. It's just like he probably worked in the office. He's probably one of a Frogware employee or maybe some guy that got off the street and hired him to voice some lines, you know what I mean? So, you can't rag on the guy too badly. I mean, you can still laugh at it, but it's really not terrible. Well, it's not god-awful. Anyway.
It must be an extract from the Book of the Dead.
The Necronomicon? Nah, not quite. Close, but no.
Burial urns. They were in the sarcophagi with the mummy.
Oh, I forgot what burial urns... ornithoptic jars or something like that? Or... I forgot what their actual scientific term is.
Burial urns. They were in the sarcophagi with the mummy.
Yeah, it was like ornithoptic jars or something like that is what they're... Ah, hello. Cellcat is responsible for bringing up Pharaoh. She brings help to priests and threatened gods. Set, master of deserts and mountains. Sebek, master of water. Bes, guardian angel. Most spread representation is multi-head creature having knives in its arms. Nout, you can see looks like a lady bending over or a man or so. I think it's supposed to be a lady. Is a celestial vault. She swallows the sun in the evening and puts it back in the morning from its bottom. Thought, he preaches, I think it is supposed to be thought, T-H-O-T. I could be wrong. He teaches hieroglyphics. Patron of scribes, man with ibis head or baboon, and Anubis, master of ceremonies. He presides in embalming ceremonies. He's the most famous of the Egyptian gods outside of Egypt knowledge and stuff like that. So, I mean, everyone knows thought as well,
It's
just because.
locked.
Oh, yep, it's locked. Now let's take a look at this rock over here. Ooh, hello. Another. Oh, there's the two heads ones right there. Like they said the Ibis or whatever. So, okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, I can't look at the hieroglyphics though.
I need a key to open that door.
Okay. Well, we did get a key. I wonder if that's the one that opens the door. Right, anything else we can examine? The sarcophagus itself. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it's a little annoying. I've to redo that multiple times, but that's fine. Okay. Let's see. See, that's the one that needed a key. I go over here.
It's locked. I need a key to open that door.
Perhaps the key we have will open that door?
The lock is so rusty I could break the key in it. I need to oil it first.
Okay, yep, we have oil right there. I was going to oil ahead of time, but I wanted the game to tell me I needed to do that. Gross. And that's it for the oil. Apparently there was just enough oil to open the door, so.
Unlocked.
So yeah, if it's only one key, you only have so many options to open that door in the first place, so. Alright, let's go inside. Oh, I guess he wasn't done with this room yet. He was still working on it before he disappeared or died or whatever. I mean, maybe he died to his own traps, who knows? But he said there were traps in here, but I don't know. I feel like a point-and-click adventure game like this doesn't really have much in the way of obvious traps anyway, so. Well, at least we can look ourselves.
A mummy. Quite an unusual inhabitant of a manor.
I like how cool and calm he is about that. He's just like, huh, that is strange. You know, a random mummy peering out. I think he just walked back. Like, you know, mummy walks into a room, tries to scare you. Guy doesn't get scared, walks out, doesn't explain. Well, anyway, yeah, so there's a mummy there, so. Well, we're going to have to find out who that is, if that's a real mummy or, you know. But anyway, let's keep looking around, so. Yeah, we're not. It's funny how we're just not immediately going after it. But then again, the guy didn't do anything to us, or the mummy didn't do anything to us. So, yeah, why would we chase after it and everything? Yeah, you can tell there was a little skip in the video on that. Just like I said, it's because of the way the system we're playing it on is. There's a chance of it possibly busting, but luckily that didn't happen. So, all right, so let's keep looking around. So. Alright, let's go to those. See if we can get to those boxes over there. Yeah, hello.
I'll need something to open the lock on this cupboard.
Well, don't yell too loud, dude. The only person in here is you and a mummy. And he already heard you. Okay, so we need to open the lock on this thing. Well, we could do violence.
I'll need something to open the lock on this cupboard.
Well, we got a hammer.
I'll need something to open the lock on this cupboard.
Hammer does not work on that, so we cannot bash it open. Yeah, I didn't think we were. You know, although we did bash open a lock, but alright, let me back out. Go back the way we came. Let's see if I can get it to do that. Oh, might have to go back or reset or something like that. Yep, come on. Yeah, I can't get, oh, there we go. I was about to say, it won't let me, I need to get over to these boxes over here. Let's see if I can. We already know about that. Let's see. Yeah, let me teleport. Let me go back this way, see if I can get over. Maybe it's over. Oh, here it is.
Let's take a closer look at these boxes. Closed.
Okay. Let me open up the box. Haha! Violence! Alright, let's see what's in there. Alright, so let's look at some gears. Metal gear? No, it's a big gear wheel. It's a metal gear wheel and a little gear wheel. Okay. Interesting. Okay, now we can go over here. Well, actually, we could have gone earlier, but okay. We reset the camera. Okay, now we can enter. Well, actually, we could have entered it without it because we need to use the tie pin to open it. We're gonna, you know, Sherlock Holmes, master of unlocking. His name's not Jill, though. Okay, what do we got?
A whiskey bottle. At least I won't die of thirst.
Didn't know Holmes was a fan of whiskey. Who knew? So yeah, it's like all that in there's a thing of whiskey. So all right, I think we're done with this room. Okay, so now let's go see. We don't have a key for that door, so we can go back this way. So let's let this the Egyptian or whatever. Let's see, I think I need to go back here, I believe.
This is the statue of Amenophis.
Okay. Let's go back here. Let's see. Okay. So we got ourselves another mini puzzle here. Okay, we got looks like a jar. Looks like a man or something like that with like four, like maybe a crown or something like that. We've got the sun. And it looks like maybe a knife of some sort. So now we have to use the seals that we got to answer this door here. So, all right. So we need to use. So that's the pot. So most pots in Egyptian mythology or whatever talk about cremation. So, and we know Anubis is the guy of creation. So he's there. And then thought has to do with teaching and stuff like that. So maybe that's, or teaching hieroglyphics. So maybe that's supposed to be hieroglyphics, or maybe the man's writing hieroglyphics there. It's kind of hard to say there. But yeah, we want to use thought here. And then sun, Nout. Remember Nout saying something about Solon and the sun? But we got a Nout seal there. And then Bess, the one man with two heads, had something to do with like sacrifice, I believe. So let's put this here.
Unlocked.
Okay. There we go. There was a noise stopped for a second, so I don't know if there's. I don't think there's supposed to be a cutscene. I think it was just supposed to. It was just supposed to go in there, which is weird. Okay, way away. All right. Let's take a look around. Looks like some weird contraption, like a clock or something like that. So, hit. There we go. Yeah, sorry. The only problem with this, well, there's a lot of problems with the game, but one of the main problems is how buggy it is. But that's because probably the version I'm playing on, so it gets a little frustrating, I'll admit. Ooh.
These books are interesting, but I don't have time for reading.
Well, how much time do you have?
These books are interesting. These books are interesting,
okay.
But I don't have time for reading.
Why would they let you click on so many things if you can't even interact with all of them? I don't know. Sherlock Holmes just doesn't have enough time for reading, apparently. I thought he was supposed to be this intellectual, huh? Oh, well, whatever. Well, there's a telephone here. Old-fashioned telephone they used to plug in and had the rotary phone type situation, although this is even before that. So probably you only had one number or two numbers or whatever, so. Looks like a newspaper here. A strange philanthropist, Lord Montcalfe, the well-known scientist and explorer, is going to open his manor's door to the public and display the artifacts from his numerous expeditions. His greatest work was to deliver from the sands the mummy of Aton, priest Capethus, K. Passeth. The mummy is said to be cursed. Official opening date it will be announced soon in our newspaper. London, May 7th, 1893.
These documents about Lord Montcalfe are very peculiar. Let's see if I can find more.
All right. And then whatever those are. There's the papers there. Alright, let's see. What else? Oops. Anything else over here? Nope. Okay. Let's check over here. Can't read any more books? Huh? Huh? Yeah, and, it's probably a good idea for the first game to not have Watson be available just because of the limits of having another character following you around. So you'll find out about Watson following you around in later games, that's for sure. I've actually already played one of the Sherlock Holmes games like a long time ago. Was it like the Testament of Sherlock Holmes or whatever? From Frogwares, so not a bad one either, but I like some of the earlier ones better. I don't know why. Let's take a look at that. Got matches. That didn't look like matches. It looked like at first glance, it looked like a card or something like that. So, but anyway. So yeah, papers, magazine, matches from the shelf. All right, anything else here?
Some pages have been torn out. I do not see anything interesting.
But wouldn't you want to figure out which ones were torn out, though? Like,
I cannot go there. It's too dark. I cannot go there. It's too dark.
let's there's a what? Are you free to go over to the dark? So, all right, whatever. So we need to light the. We need to find a way to light this up. So, oh, what's this? Yeah, whenever there's a wrench there, it means it's a puzzle we can interact with. So, yeah, take the matches, light the candle. Now it's not too dark for the great Sherlock Holmes, huh?
Some pages have been torn out. I do not see anything interesting.
That just seems silly that he'd be like, it's too dark in there. I know it's a game mechanic, just puzzle solving and all that fun stuff, but still, it's just kind of funny that Sherlock Holmes won't go over there. Huh. Okay, that's a... Oh, by the way, this is an old-fashioned heater. Yeah, back in the day before or certain types of stoves, this is a fire wood-burning stove or heater. So you put wood down there, heat it, and then heat the rest of the house. It wasn't before, and then later on they'd have gas stoves, and then later electric stoves, and so forth and so on. So, let's see what this... Oh, this is
It
weird.
seems that the door is connected to that strange system. Some pages have been torn out. I do not see anything interesting.
Yeah, very steampunky. What were you reading, Jules Verne by the time you made this house, dude?
It seems that the door is connected to that strange system.
Yeah, they got some weird cogs going on there.
It seems that the door is connected to that strange system.
Okay. Yeah, looks like it might be missing something. So, at least for the explanation here. So, okay. So we need to get this thing working somehow, and we did get some gears earlier. So let's yeah, there's a... Yeah, you can barely see it, unfortunately, but yeah, there's a big gear, middle gear, and then a small gear.
It seems that the door is connected to that strange system.
Okay. And now we need to, as you can see, now that we've got the gears in there, you can see that the heater is... Oops, try to fix that. Yeah, see that the heater is connected to this thing? So it has something to do with opening the door. So let's take... We need to burn something. So let's take the only thing that we have in our inventory that'll burn. Papers. So apparently they're not important, so we'll just throw that in there. And then we'll take... some whiskey and put that in there. And then... Actually, I think I might be missing something. Let's see. Because I think I need some wood as well. I don't think the bandage works in there. Nope. See if it'll let me fire it yet.
I need something else.
Okay. I am missing some wood. So... Let's see. I thought I grabbed the wood earlier, but... Oh, yeah. Pop that back in there, so... Okay, so where would wood be? So we just have to look through all over this place for another. Probably that wood from I think it's in that one room where we grabbed the gears and everything like that. I think I forgot to grab wood from that room. So let me go back because that'd be the only place I would have it. So, oops, come on. Come on. Okay, I need to get... There we go. Ha. I knew I forgot something. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was looking at the thing. I was like, don't I need wood to start that thing up? So, yep. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not bad in pixel hunting, but even I missed it, and I'm an idiot. But anyway, so there we go. Alright, now we can do this. Wood. And then we can light it on fire. Yep, and that's it for chapter 1 of Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, so I'll have to fix this, but that's section 1 of the game, and I think the cutscene crashed the game, as you can see here. So that's it for section 1. So as soon as I get this up and running and was able to fix it, I'll meet you again in section 2, or level 2, of The Mystery of the Mummy. What awaits us? Will the mummy come abound? What other puzzles will we have to solve? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes, The Mystery of the Mummy. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.